On September 13, 2009, the iconic Radio City Music Hall in New York City buzzed with anticipation. The air was electric as celebrities, fans, and media from around the world gathered for the MTV Video Music Awards, one of the most glamorous nights in music. Flashbulbs popped, fans screamed, and the city's energy seemed to pulse right through the venue's glowing marquee. Among the constellation of stars was 19-year-old Taylor Swift, who had quickly become America's sweetheart. Riding high on the massive success of her album Fearless, Taylor was already a household name. But tonight, she was about to step onto an even bigger stage. She made her entrance in a sparkling Cinderella-style carriage, a nod to her fairy tale rise in the music industry. It was a bold, unforgettable statement. Taylor was ready to embrace the pop spotlight and show the world she belonged among the greats. Her hit single, You Belong With Me, had become an anthem for underdogs everywhere, resonating with millions who saw themselves in her lyrics. Backstage, Taylor's excitement was palpable. Her eyes sparkled, her smile was infectious, and her fans waved homemade signs, hoping for a glimpse of their idol. That night, Taylor's performance brought her music video to life in spectacular fashion. She began on a subway platform, surrounded by dancers and fans, capturing the spirit of New York. The performance built to a dazzling climax as she danced atop a yellow taxi outside the venue, blurring the line between fantasy and reality. The crowd erupted, swept up in the magic of the moment. It was clear to everyone watching. Taylor Swift was no longer just a Nashville songwriter. She was transforming before their eyes into a global sensation, ready to take on the world. The night was meant to be a celebration, a coronation for a young artist on the verge of superstardom. The stage lights glimmered, the audience held its breath, and Taylor stood poised for her biggest moment yet. Taylor's joy radiated from the stage, her connection with the audience undeniable. She reached out to her fans, sharing her triumph and gratitude, making everyone in the room feel like they were part of her story. In that moment, Taylor was living her dream, standing in the spotlight, surrounded by music's biggest names, and cheered on by millions. She had no idea that the night, so full of promise, was about to take an unexpected and unforgettable turn. The stage was set for a memory that would be etched into pop culture history, a moment she, and the world, would never forget. This was more than just a performance. For Taylor Swift, it was the beginning of a new era, a leap from country darling to international superstar, with the world watching her every move. The MTV VMAs were being broadcast to millions across the globe. Taylor was ready to claim her place in music history, her every step watched by fans and critics alike. But as the world watched, fate had other plans in store for Taylor Swift, and for the night that would change everything. The moment arrived, Best Female Video. When Taylor's name was called, the venue erupted. She stepped on stage, overwhelmed and glowing, clutching her first VMA Moon Man. This was validation. Her music mattered, her crossover was complete. Taylor began her speech, thanking her fans and sharing her disbelief at living her dream. At just 19, she'd bridged country and pop, and this win cemented her as a major force. You Belong With Me had become a cultural phenomenon, and this was its crowning moment. But as Taylor tried to thank those who helped her, the fairy tale was about to unravel. In a split second, her perfect moment was interrupted. The world was about to witness a twist no one could have predicted. The dream was about to become a nightmare. Suddenly, Kanye West appeared on stage beside Taylor. Without warning, he took the microphone from her hands. The room shifted from celebration to shock. Kanye declared, "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'ma let you finish, but Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time." The audience gasped. Beyoncé looked mortified. Taylor stood frozen, her moment stolen in front of millions. The music cut her off, and her acceptance speech ended abruptly. The show went to commercial, leaving everyone stunned. It was one of the most uncomfortable moments in VMA history. Taylor's triumph had been overshadowed by a public humiliation. The world was left reeling, and the story was far from over. The interruption would echo for years to come. Backstage, Taylor was devastated, her emotions raw and visible after the shocking interruption. But despite the pain, the show had to go on, and she gathered herself for what came next. Stepping onto the stage, Taylor delivered her performance with remarkable grace, channeling every ounce of her emotion into the music. The audience could feel her vulnerability, and her voice carried both heartbreak and resilience, making the moment even more powerful. Later in the evening, Beyoncé was announced as the winner of Video of the Year. As she took the stage, the crowd cheered, but there was a sense that something was still unresolved. Beyoncé paused, clearly moved by the events that had unfolded earlier. She remembered her own first VMA win and the importance of that moment for any young artist. In a remarkable act of kindness and empathy, Beyoncé invited Taylor back to finish her speech, offering her the spotlight she had lost. "I'd like for Taylor to come out and have her moment," Beyoncé announced, her voice steady and sincere, making it clear she wanted to right a wrong. Taylor, surprised and deeply grateful, returned to the stage. The emotion on her face spoke volumes as she took the microphone, finally able to express her thanks. The crowd erupted in a standing ovation, their cheers echoing through the arena as Taylor finally thanked her fans and supporters, her voice trembling with emotion. Beyoncé's gesture turned what could have been a painful memory into one of solidarity, compassion, and grace between artists. It was a powerful reminder that even in the midst of competition, artists can lift each other up and show true support. The world watched as true class and unity were put on display, inspiring millions who witnessed the moment. That night, a negative was transformed into a redemptive memory, one that would be remembered for years to come. Beyoncé didn't have to share her spotlight, but she chose to, showing the world the power of empathy and generosity. It became one of the most heartwarming and iconic moments in VMA history, a testament to the strength and unity of artists supporting one another. The incident exploded into a true cultural phenomenon, dominating headlines and conversations everywhere. "I'ma Let You Finish" became a viral meme overnight, and Kanye faced intense backlash from fans and the media. He apologized both publicly and privately. Taylor accepted his apology. For a brief moment, it seemed the feud might finally end. Taylor addressed the incident at the next VMAs with her song "Innocent," offering public forgiveness. But the peace between them was short-lived. Kanye later retracted his apology, reigniting the tension once again. Despite public appearances of reconciliation, the truce remained fragile. Taylor and Kanye were seen together at events, but unease always lingered. The world watched closely, waiting for the next chapter to unfold. Their story was unfinished, and the peace simply wouldn't last. The stage was set for even more drama to come. In 2016, the feud between Taylor Swift and Kanye West reignited in a way no one could have predicted. Kanye released "Famous," a track that instantly sparked controversy with the line, "I made that B.H. famous." The lyric wasn't just a jab, it was a public provocation that set the internet ablaze and reignited old wounds between the two artists. Taylor's team quickly denied she had ever approved the lyric, insisting she was blindsided. But Kanye and Kim Kardashian countered by releasing edited clips of a phone call, making it seem like Taylor had given her blessing. The world was left to pick sides, and the truth became a battleground. The internet turned on Taylor almost overnight. Social media exploded with hate, and snake emojis flooded her accounts. Tabloids ran wild with the story, painting her as a liar and manipulator. Taylor called it character assassination, standing firm that she was never told about the offensive line. The relentless criticism took a toll, leaving her feeling isolated and betrayed. The backlash was brutal and unrelenting. Taylor disappeared from the public eye for nearly a year, retreating from the spotlight to protect herself from the storm of negativity. In 2020, the full unedited phone call finally leaked. It revealed that Taylor had been telling the truth all along. She was never informed about the most controversial part of the lyric. But by then, the damage was already done. Taylor had endured months of public shaming, isolation, and relentless scrutiny from the media and fans alike. The experience forced her to look inward, to rebuild not just her public image, but her sense of self. She poured her pain and resilience into her music, using the betrayal as creative fuel. The betrayal became the spark for her next era, inspiring songs that resonated with millions and marked a new chapter in her career. Taylor's resilience was tested like never before, but she emerged from the darkness stronger, more determined, and more creative than ever. The drama became a turning point, shaping not just her music but her entire outlook on fame, trust, and survival in the public eye. What was meant to break her only made her more powerful, transforming her pain into strength and her setbacks into comebacks. The world watched as Taylor Swift turned adversity into triumph, witnessing the making of a true survivor. That night in 2009 became a defining moment for Taylor Swift. Instead of breaking her, it made her stronger and more determined. The public rallied around her, and her bond with fans deepened. She turned pain into art, using the snake emoji as a symbol of her resilience in her Reputation era. Her comeback was massive: record-breaking albums, sold-out stadiums, and a legacy of perseverance. Taylor became one of the most decorated artists in VMA history. Her Eras tour shattered records, proving her enduring connection with fans. She took control of her narrative, refusing to be defined by others. Taylor's journey is a testament to resilience and reinvention. She turned humiliation into triumph, building an unbreakable legacy. Every setback became fuel for her fire. Taylor Swift didn't just reclaim her moment, she became an icon. Her story proves that no interruption can stop true greatness.